All right, strap in, everybody. Let's dive into some science that sounds like straight-up science fiction. We're talking lasers, we're talking shadows, and we're talking about discoveries that might just rewrite the physics textbooks as we know them.
It's the kind of stuff that really makes you wonder what else we might have gotten wrong.
Exactly. So, you know how we usually think of light as this thing that just passes through other light, right? Like, if you cross the beams of two flashlights,
Right.
they just, I don't know, they kind of like merge. But scientists over at the University of Ottawa, they've gone and done something totally wild. They've figured out how to make a visible shadow using nothing but a laser and a ruby. A laser shadow.
You're not kidding. It's a really cool illustration of how even the most basic laws of physics, the stuff we think we understand, can still surprise us.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, to be honest. So how about you walk us through this? These researchers, this associate professor, Jeff Lundeen, and the Boyd Research Group, what exactly did they do?
Okay, so they set up this experiment. Pretty clever one, actually. They shined a green laser beam through a ruby crystal, right? But here's the catch. They also shined blue light onto the ruby from the side at the same time. And guess what? A shadow cast by that green laser shows up.
Hold on. So the green laser is actually blocking the blue light, like it's acting like a wall or something.
That's exactly what's happening.
Yep.
And the shadow is not some faint, fuzzy thing either. It's clear, it's distinct, just like, a tree branch on a sunny day.
Wow, that's crazy. So how is that even possible? Shouldn't lasers just go right through each other?
Normally, yeah.
Mm.
But in this case, the ruby is the magic ingredient. It's got this weird property they call reverse saturation of absorption.
Reverse saturation of what now?
Yeah, it's a mouthful. But think of it like this. That green laser is basically hitting a switch inside the ruby. Changes its energy state so that it suddenly starts gobbling up blue light. But only in that one spot where the green laser hits.
So it's like, okay, the ruby is like a window that's normally clear to blue light. But then the green laser zaps it, and that one spot becomes opaque.
You got it. And get this, they even found out that the darker the green laser, the darker the shadow. They managed to make it like 22% dark.
22%.
Yeah. Almost as dark as like a normal shadow.
Okay, that's officially blowing my mind. I mean, making a laser shadow is one thing, but actually being able to make it darker or lighter, that's got to have some pretty insane applications.
Oh, absolutely. This isn't just some neat lab trick. This could change everything. From how we make, I don't know, computers to how we diagnose diseases.
Okay, now you've really got me hooked. Let's dig into that.
So imagine a world where we can build things with light. Instead of like, I don't know, hammers and chisels.
Like some kind of super advanced 3D printing?
Yeah, you could think of it that way.
Yeah.
This could completely revolutionize fields like microfabrication. Think of all those teeny tiny components in your smartphone.
Oh yeah, it's mind-boggling how they make those things so small.
Right. So right now we're using these crazy complex processes to make those. Etching, layering materials, it's the whole thing. But with this laser shadow thing, we could basically sculpt them.
Sculpt them.
With light. Exactly. Imagine building incredibly detailed designs, way smaller than anything we can do now, with perfect accuracy.
So instead of carving away at something, we're using light to block it, to kind of shape the object.
You got it. And because light is so precise, we could build things that are, unbelievably small and complex.
Okay, so we got microscopic robots and super precise manufacturing. What else can we do with this?
Well, remember when we were talking about optical switching?
Yeah, the light-based transistors.
Right. Well, this discovery might just be the key to making that a reality. Computers that run on light instead of electricity.
Wait, hold on. Light-powered computers, wouldn't that make them, like, crazy fast?
Yeah. Crazy fast is an understatement. We're talking processing speeds at, the speed of light, which is so much faster than anything our current computers can do. It'd be a game changer for, AI, data analysis, all that stuff.
So basically all those sci-fi movies with the super advanced computers and instant communication, that's actually possible.
It's not just possible. It might actually be closer than we think. And it's not even just the speed. These light-based computers would use so much less energy, too.
So we're talking faster, more efficient, and probably way cooler looking, too. Sign me up. But what about the medical side of things? What could this do for healthcare?
Oh, man. Healthcare is where this gets really interesting. Imagine being able to see inside the human body with incredible resolution. Cells, tissues, everything.
Like being able to see everything that's going on inside us in perfect detail.
Exactly. We could diagnose diseases so much earlier with much better accuracy. It could lead to, better treatments, better outcomes for patients.
So no more fuzzy scans. Just crystal clear images of everything happening inside us.
It would be like having a microscope built into your doctor's office.
This is incredible. It feels like we're on the edge of a major scientific revolution. But I have to ask, are there any downsides to all of this?
Well, with any powerful new technology, there are always going to be challenges, ethical stuff to think about. But honestly, the potential benefits are so huge, it's hard not to be excited about it.
Yeah, it's amazing to think that just shining a laser through a ruby can open up so many possibilities for the future.
It really shows the power of scientific curiosity. You just never know what you're going to find when you start digging deeper.
All right, so that was a lot to take in. Maybe we should take a moment to kind of summarize what we've learned, and then, well, maybe you can leave us with some final thoughts on where all this could lead. So, okay, let's try to sum all this up. We've got scientists. They found a way to make a laser cast a shadow, an actual shadow, using, what was it, something about rubies.
Yeah, it all comes down to a special property they have.
And this isn't just some like cool physics party trick. This could like totally change how we build things, make computers way faster, even give doctors a way better look inside the human body.
You got it.
Okay, my brain's still spinning from all this. But one thing you said really stuck with me. You mentioned how dark the shadow is. Depends on how powerful the green laser is.
Right.
Does that mean we can like control it? Could you make the shadow, I don't know, bigger, smaller, change its shape even?
That's a really good question. And yeah, the answer is totally yes. We're basically using the green laser to turn the blue light on and off. So we have a lot of control. Change the intensity of the green laser, change the shape, even move it around. And the shadow does the same thing.
So it's not just making a shadow, it's like sculpting it with light.
You're getting it.
Yeah.
And that level of control, it opens up even more possibilities. Imagine, for example, we're talking microfabrication, right? We could build these crazy complex structures just by drawing them with a laser.
Like building a tiny robot piece by piece with light. My brain is officially fried. We're talking about making machines on a microscopic level using light as the tool.
It is pretty mind-blowing.
And it's not just about building things either, right? This control over light, it could lead to breakthroughs in like optical computing, communication.
For sure. Imagine sending data at the speed of light.
It would be like the fastest, most secure internet ever. Information just zooming around at the speed of light.
And because we're using light, not electricity, it would be way more efficient, less interference.
It's pretty wild to think about, this one discovery, this laser shadow thing could have a huge impact on like everything.
It really shows you how important it is to just keep exploring, to keep asking questions.
Well, after all this, I'm definitely feeling inspired to learn more. And to everyone listening out there, never stop being curious. The world is full of amazing things just waiting to be discovered.
Exactly. You never know what's out there.
And on that note, I think we'll wrap up our deep dive into the crazy world of laser shadows. Until next time, stay curious.